An epic couple of clashes we're going to have on our hands here to establish our women's final here at stop number 5. Bronte Macauley hasn't been into a CT final before. Carissa Moore obviously has racked up a bunch of victories and surfed in so many finals. Who gets started? Things started early here. It's going to be Bronte, but this wave shutting down on her, unfortunately, and she won't get too much out of it, and that's going to hand Carissa Moore the priority. Bit of head-to-head history between these two. I mentioned that battle here at Margaret River last year, but 6 previous heats. It's never cliched. It's it's always fun to listen to. You get some real good insights from him as we see a replay of what Carissa was able to do on her first ride here. Yeah,
it was a nice opening ride. Those first 2 wraps were good. She brings it through to the inside and tries to ride out in front of that foam. And out the back, we had Bronte. She's had a couple of waves now, and yeah, wave selection maybe that just a bit fat. She's trying to cut back, but she knows that.
Now this is sort of playing out almost like that last clash between Griffin Colapinto and John, where, I guess the favourite in the heat got the early momentum, but they weren't big scores.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a great second ride for Carissa. 5.33. She surfed it well, looks in control.
And you just saw both the women just getting caught inside there. So they're starting to move in for these smaller, medium-sized ones, which have a better wall on them, but there are still the rogue ones.
All right, let's see how Bronte's looking here on the open face. Tapping into this one. This wave laying down a little bit. Not unusual here at main break. What you want, though, is the big finish, and this wave just looks a little disjointed and ugly through the inside, but she knows the importance of banking some kind of score out of this ride. I wouldn't call that last turn complete, even though there wasn't a whole lot of water to ride out on. Let's take us through the replay here.
Yeah, let's have a look. So Bronte comes nice and smoothly off the bottom there, a carve about halfway up the face. Now this is a better wrapping turn back into the foam. And she just tries to do a little bit more work here. At this point, she's fully committed and she's looking for more points. So maybe in the back of her mind, she's thinking, okay, if I get this last turn.
Had a lot of success on the North Shore and was one of the best surfers from this region. As we see Carissa up, love that big fade. Unfortunately for her, not a big section to lay into on the first turn, but making up for it now. She can get a couple of hits on the end of this ride. She'll be on her way to her best number. A very measured approach to finish this one off, but that is what this situation in the heat really asks for, and she's going to get rid of the 4.17.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be her best score, I think. I mean, she was a bit slow in the takeoff there, but the last 3 turns were great.
Really smart surfing here. I love the big fade. And she didn't let this moment there just rattle her. She just goes, okay, I'm going to be patient, wait for these sections. Now she starts to wind up. Wrapping turn to get us going. The second, a nice bit more critical hit in the third, so even better. With each turn she did on that wave, things started to heat up. Nice vertical hit on the front side, didn't overcook it. You can see, look at the eyes, look where they're just focused on this next section here. Now she jams it, starts putting all that pressure on the back tail pad, and just angled really nicely down that wave.
And she's also going to give herself an opportunity to renovate that house and add a couple of extra rooms when she now takes on the final here at the Western Australia Margaret River Pro. Carissa will take on the winner of Semi 2.